Hey everybody, what's up? Stingray here again, and I'm back after like 4 years of break or something. But hey, it's never too late to restart the channel, I guess, right? So, what I thought I'd do as the first thing after this long break, is actually something that's quite easy for me to do, and that is redo an old video. Specifically, this one, the 2x2 secret piston door. Because while the old design that I showed in the original video still works fine, it's really big and clumsy and, yeah, unnecessarily big at that. So, there is a way more complex, compact design out there, and that's what I want to show you today, and it's this, right? This is way more compact than the monstrosity that I have shown off in the first video. So, yeah. It gets even better actually, because the wiring for the door itself is just this blue bit here, this U-shaped thing. And the rest is just an optional input thing, so I can use the door with these buttons, right? And yeah, so let's get started and build this thing, right? Okay, so we'll start with the door, right? And we have a wall here, and a corridor here, and we want the door to be in here, of course. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to chuck out 4 blocks of the side of the corridor here, and on the other side as well, of course, leaving just the wall. And then we want to take our sticky pistons, place 4 of them like this, so they cover up the hole, and then placing 2 more facing forward inside the wall like this, and the same here. And then you want to take your door blocks and put them right in here. And with that, the door is already standing. Now we just need to wire it up. And for that, we simply put some blocks on top of the pistons here, and then you just want to take 2 redstone repeaters, put them facing outwards like this, 2 blocks apart from each other and 1 block away from the wall, set them to 2 ticks, and then you want to connect this up with redstone like this, so it creates this kind of U-shape, right? And that is our door already done, because if I now chuck down a torch right here, you can see the door closes, and if I remove it, the door opens. So this is our input, and if this signal is on, the door is closed, and if it's off, the door is open, right? Nice. Now, one thing you might have noticed is that contrary to the original design, in this design, I didn't actually wire up the lower pistons, right? This wire up here only powers the upper pistons, but not the lower ones. And the reason this still works is a bug called the piston bud behavior, which in the simplest terms possible means that these lower pistons here think they are being powered by this wire up here, even though they shouldn't be. And in the original design I didn't make use of this bug and actually wired up the lower pistons, because I was like, yeah, it's a bug, it may get fixed, but yeah, it's been like 4 years now, and actually 6 years since the bug exists. And they still haven't fixed it, so we can be pretty safe that they won't fix it in the future either. And that is why I feel safe in using it now. For the input, you can of course do whatever you want, right? A simple lever would technically do the trick. But what I did was hook up some buttons with a T flip-flop, because I like to be able to activate the door from the inside and the outside, and I prefer buttons over levers, because buttons look prettier. That's a good reason, right? So, what I did for that was go out 3 blocks here and put 2 hoppers here facing into each other like this. Now if you put an item in here, you can see it is fed back and forth between these 2 hoppers. But we want to control this, right? So what we do is we put 2 pieces of redstone up here, and then a block here and a redstone torch here. Now this redstone deactivates the 2 hoppers. So if we put an item in here now, you can see it just doesn't flow, it just stays where it is, because these 2 hoppers are deactivated. Now, we hook this up to the door. So we put a comparator here, and this comparator will recognize whenever the item is in this hopper, right? Then we increase the signal by putting a repeater here, and simply connect this up like this. So now, whenever the hopper is in this, when the item is in this hopper, that way around, then this is on and the door is closed. Whenever the item is in this hopper, this is off and the door is open. So now, whenever this torch gets a signal, it turns off, that turns this redstone off, and that activates the hopper so the item can flow from one to the other, switching the state of the T flip-flop and therefore the state of the door. So all we need to do now is hook this up. So we would do something like this. Put the button here, and with this, one side is hooked up. You'll notice that it looks like this isn't hooked up to the torch, but it actually is. This is just a visual bug where Minecraft thinks that these are connected, so it displays the redstone like this, but this is a purely visual bug, and it still works, right? So if we push the lever, the button here, you can see the torch actually turned off, and the door switched because the redstone item here switched from one hopper to the other. Now for the other side, one important thing to note is that we need a repeater here, because this thing only works if this piece of redstone gets a redstone signal. For reasons that I'll probably explain in a different video, for now we just accept that that needs to happen. And because of that, we need this repeater here to transfer the signal through the block into this piece of redstone. So now this is hooked up, and the door opens and closes from both sides. Okay, with that I wrap up the video, so thanks for watching, I hope you liked the video. If you did, a thumbs up would be very much appreciated. Put any thoughts or comments or critique that you have in the comment section down below, I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to see more videos of this kind, you can of course subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Goodbye.